many of us are here already? Okay, I can see 45 people are here with us. Anyway, happy good evening, everyone. Right, today is the first day of the month in September. So we have 8 months already over. Okay, after MCO and everything, I think we are slowly starting to go back to business. And this month, actually, month of August, we also have a lot of good news. And month of September, we are going to have a lot more good news to share to you guys. Okay. Anyway, my name is Surain, and welcome to our REM again. And I'm really glad to be able to meet all of us here, our REs, every month once we are meeting, and then we are sharing a lot of good news to you guys, and we are also receiving a lot of good news from all our REs. All right. So as usual, right, this is our standard SOP. Okay, please turn on your speaker or laptop volume. Sometimes my voice is a little bit sexy or a little bit soft, so you can turn up the volume, or you guys can use a headphone. All right, and sometimes if let's say the internet is not strong enough, maybe you can also stop the video. And if let's say once you enter, make sure you join via device audio for mobile devices, or if you're using a laptop, you use join audio. Because some people, they join in, they see the video only, but they cannot hear. Actually, they haven't joined in the audio. All right. And if you guys have any questions, please be happy to send the chat to our PR for today. If you guys have any questions regarding the topic or any of the speakers, all right, and we will channel the questions to the speakers. All right, if you have enough time, and today we have a special session also. Towards the last, we got a special Q&A session with our CEO. All right, so before we go further, right, so we have a very special video, specially prepared for our REM. All right, so let's put our attention to watch our REM video.
Walk with me.
Very interesting REM. Every month we are meeting together to update each other and also to celebrate all the great achievement we have done, and all the all the birthday parties, and update each other on all the good things that are happening. All right. So before we go further, okay, as usual, we need to take attendance. So to take attendance, I need to stop sharing, and also would like to request all our REs to show your beautiful face and handsome face, so we can take a group picture. Okay, and again, I need to ask my friend, Mr. Lucas, can you do me a favor? Do a screenshot for me to save these beautiful pictures. Oh, I can see small babies there also. Kainan, very cute baby. All right, so we got our small little RE also joining us today. Right, so it's all open your video already. Come on, open your video, and then we can take a group picture.
Okay, What's up?
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, go. Okay, wait, we have 3 screen. Okay, second screen. Okay, one more. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Lucas. All right, now let's go back to the slide. Okay, so thank you for joining us. And let's go for the presentation. Okay, before we go to the presentation, right? Okay, I really have to thank all of you guys to be able to make up to come and join us for our REM. Today we have lined up a few some speakers that we know, but we also want to hear from them, all right, on what is happening. Okay, we also heard whatever things are happening during MCO, and we also hear there's a lot of good news has been happening for this particular project that we invested, all right, the project of JCM, all right. So I would like to check first, is the speaker ready? Joshua, are you ready with us?
Yes, about to.
Okay.
Maybe, is everything okay? Is it lagging?
I think your voice is good because you're going to use slide, right? So no worries, right? So without further ado, right, we would like to welcome Joshua to update us on what is happening in JCM, all right, and also give us all the good news. We need more good news, Joshua. We need to be more specific to continue
Yes,
with JCM.
no problem.
So I pass the floor to you.
Yep. All right, guys. Thanks for having us. Hopefully, this is going to be a 5 to 10 minutes sharing. So, these are Jocom's 2020 updates. It's a private and confidential information. Of course, we give you vegetables to start. So, of course, let's start the first slide, guys. So, next slide, Shirin. So basically, the agenda today, we'll talk about Jocom's Q1, what happened in January to March, and then Jocom Q2, what happened in April to June, and what's happening in Q3 as well, and also the Q4 outlook. And of course, we also will share with you guys what happened on the COVID-19 and what's affected us. And also, of course, we will give you guys our partnership and also expansion plan. Hopefully, every one of you guys will like what we do, and also confident that tell every one of your investors that Jocom is still moving strong, and we're still the strongest. The first Malaysian grocery app in Malaysia is still moving very fast. Okay, next slide. So what happens in Q1 of January, March 2020? We call it the CNY and the virus breakout. Wow, sounds like a very big plan. Huh? So, okay, next slide, Shirin. First of all, we'll share you guys. Jocom actually started the Q1 January earlier. We started in December actually. So December, we actually start through our CNY, our Christmas, our year-end sale. As usual, our most peak time in e-commerce is actually the Double 11 and Double 12 and also all these things. And we managed to rack up about 3 million worth of GMV before CNY. And even we got one good news for everyone. Now we have top 31 brand with us. It's actually the last brand called Etika. Yay! If you don't know who Etika is, it's the guys who actually own Pepsi, Asahi, and also 7-Up and also Mountain Dew. And they are now exclusive with Jocom, and especially Wanda Coffee. If you remember, Etika actually runs Wanda Coffee as well. So now we're actually exclusive brand online with Pepsi as well, and we really have top 30 brands with us. And of course, 19 unaudited is still on auditing, and we reached about 18 million revenue. Yay, not too bad, guys. Hopefully, you guys like the news. Although it's starting of the year, but we felt that 2019 also a good year. 2020 has become a very crazy year, but we try to manage whatever we can. Now, of course, Jocom continued the business since until 18 March lockdown. Since 18 March, when the lockdown happened, Jocom is still doing business, and we have been having a lot of orders in our system as well. And a lot of competitors actually lost the time slot. Why? Because most of the people who actually have a chance to deliver in time slot, they have not enough time slot to deliver, because Jocom is actually do not have the time slot. So our orders in April itself racked up per day basis is 2,000 orders. Wow, I tell you, you know what's 2,000 orders? It's crazy, you know. And the second day, another 2,000 orders, you know. We decided that it's going to be heavy, and we actually had to slow down our orders. Okay, next slide, Sharon. So of course, Sabah REs and also guys who came down to KL to visit us as well in the early Chinese New Year, and we got a chance to show them our live studio. That if you guys have been not watching Jocom live, this is our live studio. They have a chance to actually experience it themselves. Next. Of course, the live, you've seen the live before. Some of them you can see like our Mr. Chris Wong has been cooking on the winter solstice, November itself and December itself. We've been doing a lot of different kind of events that are allowing us to show off what is actually a live is actually in grocery in Jocom. Next slide. We even have celebrated our Q1 with the 100 KOL in our office. So if you guys have a chance to come to our office, you actually see 100 KOL actually live in our office. And this actually brings us to another level in January to March. Next slide. These are the KOLs that actually have been promoting the products and promoting our seafood and promoting our yearly Chinese New Year Pun Choi. It has been selling very well and we've been doing very good business. Next slide. And now it comes to Q2, April to June. We call it the rocket growth for B2C and the downfall of B2B. So a lot of people of you guys will not understand what happens in Jocom. And this time I'll show you what happened in Jocom, what we call the rocket growth of B2C and the downfall of B2B. Next slide, Sharon. So due to the MCO started on March 18 itself, there are a lot of panic buy happening in grocery itself. Jocom has actually got our sales grow 4 times, double 11 Singles Day, and topping out orders of 2,000 orders per day and beyond 6,000 orders on the third day. And we have to cut off our orders. Guys, having 6,000 orders, right, is a no joke thing. It's really serious for Jocom. With the help and every one of the RE and investors that actually have invested in us, our maximum level 3 days of orders is up to 6,000 orders. And it's already quite massive, comparable to like per month basis, 10,000, 20,000 orders. And this is like 6,000 orders in 3 days. B2B orders that came from B2C. Most of them were actually used to order online from order offline. They come to B2C and order on Lazada and Shopee and everywhere else, and through our app as well. And then we have delayed up to 7 days, and we managed to bring it down to 3 days. And then there seems to be a lot of huge order coming in to Jocom. We send almost more than 5,000 over parcels to even to home, to people who have no work to do and supported all the charity as well. Next slide. So if you can see properly, right, this is not a joke. If you look at our Google Analytics engine towards, right, back in April itself, from March itself, you can see that the thing there, the highest peak that we have growing from March itself, right, until April, right, is 6,000 over users. So this actually come from Google itself. It's not come from Jocom's, Joshua's analytics. This come from Google. Our Google app has told us that 6,000 users actually went to our app and then download our app and then actually run our app and understand what is actually selling, able to buy from our app itself. Next slide, Sharon. So this is the orders that we had, guys. This is no joke. Have you seen anyone buy so many water to put at home to use? Next slide. In April or June, we have these so many charity and so many personal orders, right, throughout our app, right, until our app cannot take it anymore. And we also have a very high surge of spikes of orders coming in from April to June, and until we couldn't take it anymore, and we felt that it's time to slowly chop off and we have to disable some of our products. If those guys are following us, you will remember that our app has disabled up to 10,000 over SKUs. We actually live back about close to only 100 to 200 over SKUs to be purchased. And we actually still not able to manage it properly because the sale was too high and everything comes in very, very fast. So next slide, Sharon. So after the MCO, the B2B collapsed because most of the restaurants actually closed the shop. They couldn't even do their business, and actually RMCO actually come in as well. So basically what happened was the B2B collapsed and the RMCO from government come in to save the economy. Next slide. So basically based on a particular situation in Q3, thanks to the government building up back the business and recovery, we actually one of the first partner that being incorporated in the government to actually do the e-Penjana program. I don't know whether you heard about Penjana program. We actually want a Penjana partner to go with. And of course, we also become Boost partner as well, which now you can check out your Boost app to actually able to get up to 20% cashback. And we have Faith partnership as well. And eventually, plus also Faith is selling our grocery on their platform itself. And we also have garnished HSBC Bank, Private Bank cards, Eon and DG, and all this partnership now can be actually spent and get 6 ringgit discount and cashback using this credit card in our platform. So Jocom now actually has a HSBC, Private Bank, Eon and DG partnership. And we also moving to a new 20,000 square feet warehouse as well. He said Jocom is not growing. We are growing very, very huge and very fast. We're moving our warehouse soon, and we have in partnership with Pedas Sama Putrajaya. I don't know whether you know about this Pedas Sama thing. It's actually a Malay community of sellers that in micro and also medium-sized Malay group that want to sell things in e-commerce as well, their traditional business. And also we want to announce that we have a new chairman. Is our new chairman is called Tengku Hishamuddin Zaizi. I don't know whether you heard about him, but let's go to the next slide. So you can see that our slide tell you that this is actually the one that Penjana on the left hand side. And then you can spend on public bank card, you can get 6 ringgit off, Eon bank card, and Etika has a buy 10 cans of coffee to actually get you to free 2 coffee as well. And we also cashback with boost as well. All these things is usually running on July to September. And this month as well is a hottest month. Next slide, Shuren. So, of course, here's a little bit introduction about our new chairman is on board. His name is actually Tengku Hishamuddin Zaizi. He's actually the Selangor Sultan's first cousin, and he'll become our chairman and leading us to a better future for the Malay communities and getting Jocom up to a very high level of e-commerce online on the next 1 year. Next slide, sure. Of course, October to December is actually our outlook of Q4. And we're looking at situation saying that it's a recovery and an uncertainty, but I felt that there'll be a lot of things that we can go on with. Next slide. Of course, we're still focusing on our 10-10, our double 11, our double 12, festive seasons upon the year-end sale. And closing into 2020, hopefully we can still forecast ranging up to 13 to 15 million. Although this year is actually a bad year, but I think we're still able to manage to touch almost there situation. Recovery for cross-border will come back. Our China platform will be actually activated back as well. And our new platform for Indonesia has been launched with Beli.com as well. So Q4, we're doing a lot of heavy marketing and also a promotional period. And of course, surviving the fittest is actually our plan. So whoever survived this year, you become a very, very good e-commerce player. Next slide, Sharon. So of course, Jocom was affected by COVID-19. The worst and becoming worse and loss of revenue. Jocom has actually lost a few revenue stream from the COVID-19 situation. One of the things that we can actually share with you guys on the next slide is, Sharon, next slide. We're actually being affected by these 4 things. The first one is our delivery men actually do not want to work because they were afraid they will get COVID-19. We have been having this issue as well. So our delivery actually delayed 7 days. On a COVID-19 situation, MCO, cash purchase of stock is in high demand. If you don't have cash to roll over the particular product itself, they will not give you stocks and they will not send to you as well. The third one, actually, we loss of our export revenue as well for COVID-19. This year, we missed our durian mooncake. We missed our durian curry noodle as well. We couldn't do exportation of lot containers to China, so we lost a few revenues. We lost our B2B business revenue up to 50 to 70%. We lost 6 hotels, guys. I think you'll be reading in the news as well. How many hotels has been actually affected? We lost 25 restaurants. We lost 10 kindergartens. We lost 5 fitness centers, and we lost 10 schools canteen as well. So our revenue is actually pretty much affected on the B2B side. But the B2B business nowadays actually will be going much more online. So we hope that this next quarter that we can get back this B2B business to be online with us. And hopefully these guys will be able to convert themselves to online. So next slide, Shurin. So looking at the affected of business, right, you can see that a lot of closure, a lot of restaurants not be able to open, and hotels have lost about 3.3 billion ringgit since the day that COVID-19 was started, January, and the forecast of it. This has been a high loss on our revenue, but we were able to maintain 50 to 60% of our revenue. We only lost about 30% to 40% of our B2B business. So Jocom is still maintaining strong. Next slide. So of course, with this affected business, no people are going there. So restaurants are actually taking less things from us and actually taking less and less revenue, and we lost a few revenues from these areas. Next slide, Shirin. So of course, Jocom's partnership and expansion plan, the new norm and the strategy ahead is actually on the next slide. Shirin, next slide. So you can see this, Public Bank, Fula, Boost, Faith, Penjana, Eon, all will be actually exclusive marketing collaboration proposal with Jocom. So we're able to grow in the next cycle on this next quarter, right? We will be able to sustain our business via all this kind of marketing campaign that we're actually moving on with. And now you can see Jocom everywhere, including Boost, including Eon Credit Cards, Faith, Banjana, and everyone actually will be running and buying things from us through the special discounts that given from the banks and also be given to the Boost as well. Next slide, Sharon. So as a Jocom summary, from worst to good and recovery, so far Jocom has done cross. Although today is already September, we got 4 more months to end of the year. Jocom has already hit some of our KPIs. We didn't say that we actually did very bad, but we did quite good when we lose the B2B business. So far, Jocom is actually going up towards a very better plan. And of course, one of the big news that I want to announce today is that our one exchange is in progress. And I supposed to share a screen. I don't know whether can I share a screen because I think I was asked to share the valuation report. So I have to share the screen for a while. Hopefully you guys are okay to do that.
Yeah, I've stopped my sharing. Maybe you can try.
Yep. So let me share my screen.
The host, hello.
Don't
Yep.
take picture. Wait and see.
Okay, let me see whether I can see. Can you guys see my screen? Can?
Can.
Can. Okay, guys. Jocom is worth 152 million valuation. But of course, with the discount, we'll go at 123 million valuation. So today, Jocom has reached 100 million valuation above. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the one exchange listing. If I'm not wrong, I was told that to give you guys an insight, the conversion that you guys have on 180, very, very high chance when we list on one exchange, it will be 3 ringgit. 3 ringgit, guys. 3 ringgit. So that will be one of the things that I really want to share with you guys. And hopefully this is something that you guys are exciting about. Yep. So this is a summary of Jocom. So I hope that every one of you guys actually did really have an insight of what happens to Jocom after this. And we hope that we can finalize this one exchange listing by September end and October. Then from there, we will have a chance to let you guys see how the first mini unicorn is being executed with people like Jocom, and let you have a chance to understand from 180 to become 3 ringgit approximately. So this is actually how you make 100% of, no, it's more than 100%, 120% above. So yep, this is a summary of Jocom. So hopefully everyone of you guys liked it. And thanks to MCM, thanks to all my investors, and thanks to RE who actually supported us. So hopefully you guys get a good insight of what happened in Jocom today. Thank you very much.
All right, that's not just a good news, that's a great news, Joshua. Thank you very much. Wait, before I share my screen, right, I think I should stop sharing first because I got some question for Joshua. All right, so during the presentation just now, we have people asking the question. All right, with the extension of RMCO,
Yep.
do we expect the capital exit and yearly dividend payout will be extended to January 2021?
According to the situation, RMCO is being extended. We really hope that our investors and everyone else will be able to wait for better time for us to give us some extra time for us to really discuss this over, and hopefully can actually extend up to January 2021. Why? Because you see, we are now needed the money to go 1x, and we're also expanding our warehouses as well. And we want to make sure that you guys know that we are confident that you guys are, Jocom is still here. We are not anywhere bursting, and we're actually going higher and higher as well. So I wish that, yes, hopefully that IMCO will continue until December 31st. And hopefully that, yes, it will be extended as well. But of course, with the help of MCM, we know that they are still running on the particular interest that's supposed to be carried on. But of course, we wish that things will happen powerfully and greatly, and hopefully this thing will become a much more easy for us to get everything done by January 2021. So we hope that this will be a good news, so that this can tell the investors that we are still moving and have confidence in us. and hopefully by January itself, everything will be back to normal.
All right. Yeah, we would like to thank those people who have been supporting Jocom from the day one, right? So
Yay!
we will also, I believe Jota really, I can see he's really grateful for all those people who have been supporting Jocom from day one. All right, and I really want to give as much, share the gratitude to all the first supporter. Of course, you guys are the first supporter, and now you guys are about to exit. But please bear with us. I think we are on track in the payment, and Jocom is definitely growing bigger and bigger. All right, for those people who are staying, it's going to make more money, right? Thank you, Joshua.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, MCM. Thanks, Max, and also Suren. Hopefully, everything will be go good. And of course, we'll see you guys next time.
Yes. Thank you.
Very much, Joshua, for your wonderful sharing, and thanks for your time, for being able to.
Anyone got free time, you can still see our Facebook Live. Chris is cooking today, so please go and see our Facebook Live and support us.
And these guys have to stay here. Our members can go and see how Chris cook the fish, right? Ikan tilapia. Right. So next, we have our next speaker is Mr. Asher with us here. Maybe you can unmute yourself. You would like to hear. Let's say if you're here, then we can carry on with our next presentation for the day. We have an update on HEB and MXP. Asher, are you here with us?
Oh yeah, I can unmute now. All right, you guys.
Okay, so welcome, Asher. Thank you very much for your time to be able to squeeze in a little bit of time for all of us, which is the investors and also the REs here, to share about a little bit of update on HCB and MXC. All right, so Asher, I pass the floor to you for the update, and we have around 15 minutes today, and then you just let me know. We have around 5 to 6 slides, and you just let me know when we are going to the next slide. All right, so let's put our hand together for Asher.
Okay. Before I move to this is the slide for Maxwell. Before that, I would like to share a little bit more about what's happening in health estate. Before I talk about Maxwell, and I would like to share a little bit more about GoBut. I'm very sorry that I did not prepare a slide for that. First thing is GoBut is officially live now. I hope everyone can go in and register yourself as a member. We are not an app. We are currently basically a web app. We are developing our app right now. Our app will be ready in 2 months. Our app will be available on iOS, Android, and at the same time also Huawei, because Huawei uses a different language right now. While we are moving to this, we also applied for a couple of accelerator for GoBut. Especially, we are already shortlisted for Sunway Super Accelerator. It's called iLabs. We are shortlisted by them. We just got shortlisted. So just a quick sharing to you. If you can see, it says, congratulations. We are shortlisted of one of the, among thousands of applicants, we are shortlisted to be the top 30. So we are going in another round of interview to be shortlisted to be top 5. Then Sunway will basically assist us to grow GoUbat. And for GoUbat, one information that I would like to share with you, that there will be a restructure of brand. We are called GoUbat, right? So we're going to be rebranding the company to call goobat.com, Goobat. One of the reasons why we are rebranding it is because the word Ubat is very, very sensitive, which we didn't know. We faced a lot of roadblocks, even during MCO and etc. We couldn't scale because bank doesn't give us credit card facility. Means people that are on GoUbat, they can only buy through debit card and they are not allowed to buy via credit card because of the word Ubat. So even though we tried to explain we tried with like 6 banks in total. So we wasted a lot of time there. I'm very, very sorry. Because of the word Ubat, they thought that we are selling medication online, even though we tried to explain to them that we're only selling OTCs until the government are allowed to do online prescription. Even though with that, we couldn't. And we tried to do a lot of advertisement. We tried to do a lot of Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and all our advertisement keep getting put down by the regulator of Facebook and even Instagram and all social media, because our company name basically have the word Ubat in it. Even though we tried to debate, say that, oh, it's actually not Go Ubat, it's actually Gobat, Goubat, that's how you pronounce it. But unfortunately, it's still not allowed to. So to avoid all these things in future, because once we're going to scale it bigger, we have like so many things. We want to do advertisement on billboard and everything. So we have talked to Media Prima. We talked to a lot of all these media buyer. They told us that this name you will have issue to be published on either billboard or radio or whatever. So hence we are going to rename it to Gubat.com. So once at the same time, we already for GoUbat.com, we already onboarded approximately about 140 pharmacy. Previously, after we onboard, we did not publish it in our site. The reason is because we're trying to settle the credit card issue. We don't want to make it more complicated. But since now we want to change the name, and then also Razor Pay, we call it RMS, one of the biggest online payment provider. After months of talking to them, now we finally got the credit card, which is they gave us the FPX solution, but you can buy from GoUbat via credit card right now. Just that the FPX UI UX provided by Razor Pay, in short called RMS, is not very user friendly. We are still working on getting a better one. So once our app is ready, things will be much better. And we are also moving. We're also going to set up a Singapore company, just for your information. We are moving GoUbat wholly into Singapore. It's still hosted by Health Estate. Just that we're going to move it to Singapore because it's much easier for us to proceed for bigger institutional fund and VC and PE in future, because Malaysia just have a lot of limitation. Another thing is we also, another good news is we are shortlisted for AWS Accelerator. AWS is Amazon Web Service. Hopefully they're going to buy us out like how they buy out Fuelpack. They're very, very interested with us. I have been communicating with the ASEAN startup lead by AWS. They love our idea. They love our concept. So now we are aggressively doing vendor acquisition. Right now, because of the company is still very small, our funds is not great as well. It's not very little. It's very good it's very decent for operation. Because to scale up, to acquire more user and buyer requires a lot of burn rate. So just for information. So we are focusing on acquiring vendor right now. So we have the whole Klang Valley covered right now. If you are ever if you are in Klang Valley, if you purchase anything in GoUbat, it will be delivered to you within 2 hours. So the next is we are expanding our vendor acquisition team to Malacca, Penang, and JB, because by statistics, these are the couple of states that are very aggressive in buying on demand, and then we will cover the rest of Malaysia. Once we set up our Singapore company, we will be using our funds to continue the vendor acquisition in Indonesia. So we are moving, once we change the name and everything, we will be going to Indonesia. So the company are very aggressive on acquiring vendor right now. Acquiring customer is a little bit expensive. So in the end, it's data. So our aim is acquire more vendor right now. So we'll be covering the whole of Malaysia. So basically that is pretty much the update for GoUbat. So let me move to Maxwell, because in Health Estate we have 2 portfolio. I understand that some of the investors here and Ari also know that we started last year that from Health Estate Berhad, and we grew to have Maxwell, which is the physical retail pharmacy, and then also GoUbat, which is the online marketplace for pharmacy. So I've done with GoUbat. Let me go to Maxwell. So for Maxwell, we also face a lot of roadblocks in between, because we actually renovated 2 outlets. One outlet which is in Taman Mega, another outlet is in Sunway Geo. So the Taman Mega one, we managed to get all the licensings etc. done right before MCO, and we start to operate before MCO. We also done a fair bit of charity drive with GoUbat, and also with Maxwell as well. So we have fair bit exposure. We got some newspaper coverage. I will share it with. We have shared with MCM. I hope MCM have share all this material that we done to everyone here. If you have not got it, please request it from your RE. And now we Maxwell for the Maxwell Geo, we have not started operate because previously during the MCO we are not allowed to apply for a license. We got stuck because we built a mezzanine floor, even MPSJ, because it's in vicinity of Subang Jaya. So the mezzanine floor, we couldn't get the engineering approval. So now we finally gotten everything. So we gotten our business license incorporated. We gotten our pharmacy license incorporated as well. So we're going to start going into our procurement of products, which is going to be very quick. So now we're going to, for Maxwell, we also onboard, we are onboarding into Crowd Plus, which is an equity crowdfunding platform, whereby we will be raising through Maxwell, which is with Crowd Plus. Okay, so for the projected income statement, we are talking about for the gross profit for first year, we have done, because during the MCO, even though we are a necessity, the sales is extremely slow for the retail part. We have done of 21,600 gross profit, and we're estimating to get more funds, expand, so that our procurement team can procure item at much more lower, cheaper price, and then we can increase our margin along the way. We also gotten a fair few brand. We are also the main company for one of the biggest supplier of Manuka honey. They are using us to pilot and sell through us as well. So if you look at this, once on the next year onwards, our revenue will be increasing. Hopefully that the RMCO will be over and the retail shopping will be back to normal, where people are coming out more, the economy get better, and we are estimating of 2.2 million per outlet by 2021, and the gross profit of 660,000. So if you are looking at the PAT margin, it will be increasing year by year because our OPEX is fixed, and we'll get more members in Maxwell, and our margin of our purchasing margin will be lower, so we have bigger profit margin by then. Can I have the next slide, please? So basically, this slide is the same chart. Let's go to the next slide, please. So we are looking forward for, currently we are still at our OPEX for Maxwell, just for your information, we are still on a loss right now on the monthly OPEX, but it's not a lot. We are burning approximately about 15,000 ringgit per month for our Type A store, which is the 3,000 square feet store. And we see a growth in our monthly sales. Actually, right now, we are growing approximately about from daily 3,000, few hundred ringgit during MCO, all the way going up to now we have approximately about 6,000 to 7,000 ringgit per day sales in Maxwell itself. Can I have the next slide, please? So we can see that the whole projected we are growing according to our projected income and also our revenue. Just that this MCO have gave us a lot of difficulty, to be real honest, on the retail side. So for for Health Estate, we will be pushing hopefully this ECF to gain more awareness, so that we are throwing out a lot of coupons, so that we will drive more sales to Maxwell. So the offer package right now in Crowd Plus is, we are talking about from 3,000 ringgit all the way to 15,000 ringgit. The maturity is 5 years. The annual non-cumulative dividend up to 10%. We can't give cumulative dividend, or else we're going to be overpaying, because we are very genuine. We are paying when we can. And of course, for the first year, I believe that there will be no dividend. On the second year onwards, we believe that we can achieve this dividend to our investor. So the total dividend goes up to 5 years, and the capital gain on 5 years, we are giving a 20% premium on redemption. Means let's say if you are investing 10,000 ringgit, you will be getting additional 2,000 plus the dividend. from this ECF platform. And the best thing that are most attractive is actually the voucher. The voucher we are giving for 3,000 ringgit, we are giving 1,500 ringgit, which is 50% the voucher. And for 5,000 ringgit, we are giving 3,000 ringgit voucher. For 10,000 ringgit investment, we are giving 7,000 ringgit voucher in Maxwell. For 15,000 ringgit, we are giving up to 12,000 ringgit voucher. Of course, this voucher will not, you are not allowed to spend it at one go. It will be break into 10 ringgit voucher. Every 100 ringgit spent, you will entitled to get to use a 10 ringgit voucher. One of the reasons why we're giving so much voucher, most probably some of you will be thinking, can you even make money by giving so much voucher? Of course we can make money. We have calculated the pros and cons on this, because it's a 10 ringgit voucher every single time spent. So we have a margin about 20%. What we need is we are driving the traffic with this voucher. So this voucher is transferable. You can give it to your friends, family, and all so on. Or you can even sell it if just don't let me know. Yeah. So with this voucher, you are able to shop and get discount. So this will be very ideal. It's a win-win situation, and we get the traffic and we get the data at the same time. So the number of the redeemable convertible preference share is as per you see on the screen, which is also 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, and 15,000, which is 1 ringgit per RCPS. And the voucher that I was mentioning, the validity also have a time frame whereby once your investor once the investor gotten all this, you are allowed to use it within 6 months. For the 5,000 ringgit investment, you get 3,000. You within 1 year, you are required to complete it. If you can't complete it, just give it to your friends and family so that they can come to any Maxwell outlet to use this. For the 15,000 ringgit investment, you can get up to 12,000 ringgit voucher, and the validity is up to 3 years. If of course you can finish it within 3 years, and this voucher can be used on GoBut as well. Yep. So this is the current package of Crowd Plus. And we hope that we can gain more exposure and gain more recognition, that we can complete our race in Crowd Plus, so that Maxwell have a better credibility. And we also have a very good news, because there's another IPO company consultant, which they are very, very interested in our project, and they want to come in and join us to do a private placement practice with us all the way to IPO. The best thing is without any fee and just purely on success basis. Yeah. Okay, next slide. Is there a next slide?
Okay.
So back to this, the exit plan. So the exit plan for this ECF platform to approach an investor is, number one, upon maturity, we either convert the shares 1-to-1, or we are redeeming it at the 20% premium, which is if you invest 10,000 ringgit, after 5 years, you'll be getting 12,000 ringgit. So some of you might be thinking, oh, that's not a lot, like 20% after 5 years. But if you look at it with the voucher, if you put 10,000 ringgit, you're getting like, sorry, I don't remember, 7,000 ringgit voucher. Yes, correct. So if you put 10,000 ringgit, you're already getting a 7,000 ringgit voucher. So from there, you already gain back 70% in a way. And then plus the 20% is actually a fair bit. So, and second is, if we manage to go IPO before 5 years, the conversion of the shares will be 1-to-2. So it's another 100% gain. Of course, why the redemption is so low? Because we are here to protect ourselves and protect everyone. We are, as I said, we are genuine. We want to give something that we can deliver. So we believe after 5 years, we redeem it at 20% is very, very achievable. If we go listed, of course, if we go listed, we really don't mind to give more. We are giving 1-to-2. So you are gaining 100% gain once we go IPO. Then once we IPO, you can definitely liquidate the shares that you hold in your hand. Yes.
Right. So, okay, that's about it. That's your last slide, Asha.
Yes,
So,
correct. Thank you.
one question for you. All right. So, we have one question that people have been asking me. The voucher, is it the physical voucher or e-voucher?
We are giving physical voucher. Our tech partner, we are giving physical voucher, And our tech partner are looking into how we can create a digital voucher that it can be used on GoUba itself, not just the physical store. But at this meantime, we will be giving all this voucher physically so that all these people can walk in to our store, and we want the traffic to the people coming into the store. And of course, this voucher, I hope that every 100 ringgit spend, you can use the 10 ringgit voucher. I want you to spend more so that we get more traffic, and what we also can get all these people that walk in and get the membership. Don't keep all this voucher for yourself. Give it to your friends and family. Be generous so that we have more data.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much for your sharing. I believe the two projects we listened today is the JCM and also HEB are really road to success. We can see the companies, these companies are really growing very fast, and we really hope to hear a lot more good news from both of you, Aisha and also Joshua. All right. Anyway, thank you very much, Aisha, for your time, for sharing with us about what's happening. And looking forward, okay, to hear more good news and be a part of HEB, Maxwell, or GoBut. All right. So the next presentation for today. Right. Let me put my screen to full screen. All right. So next we have our friend from EDM. All right. EDM is something new. All right. New and exciting for us to know and also to be a part of. And before I go on, I would like to ask if Mr. Jake, are you here with us?
Yeah, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Okay, very, very clear. Thank you very much. Okay, so anyway, okay, let's go to the next presentation about EDM. And Jake, you are going to share the presentation from your slides, right?
I sent to Mr. Shankar already.
Okay, okay. If that's the case, let me just search. Let me just search the slide so that I can just open.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, I think I have it. The live code file, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, live code.
Let me share. All right, let me share this slide. This is the slide?
Yeah, correct.
All right, so I pass the floor to you, Jake.
All right. Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm represent EDM to give you a speech on our product. So our EDM is founded by Dato Sri Professor Dr. Edmund Heng, and as he quote that his quote is expired to inspired before you expire. It means we always have to improve ourselves before we get eliminated by others people. Okay, so the first product, next slide. Okay, the first product that we're going to present to you is Mighty M. Okay, so Mighty M is a very powerful product to enhance our body immune. Before that, I'm a chemist. Just to introduce, I'm a chemist and I work in this supplement field for more than 8 years already. Okay, so continue. Mighty M is a natural superfood with contain most nutrient-dense food on the planet. Inside we have AFA, which is alpha-nizominone floss aqua, and blue-green algae extract, which is phycocyanin, that I will tell you in next slide. So this product is rich in iron and other mineral and vitamin, which can be taken and absorbed by oral easily. The main function for this product is to anti-inflammation, can heal from help us to heal from viral infections, increase our body immune system, and is rich in protein, vitamin, and minerals, which can supply balanced nutrients to our daily lifestyle. Okay, it also is a very powerful wound recovering product that can help us recover our wound, accelerate our stem cell regeneration. Okay, next slide. So let's no before, sorry. Okay, this one. So next we go to our ingredients. We have these 5 ingredients. The first one is phycocyanin. Phycocyanin have just recently founded by a lot of scientists that we have do a lot of study and journal prove that this ingredient can reduce our body infections from bacteria or virus. One of it is HIV, which until today we also don't have any medicine which can cure it lah. But a lot of study found that phycocyanin can help to suppress the HIV virus. Beside beside the HIV part, is a very powerful super food that help our body growth and repair new cell, boost our immune system, and improve the hyperglycemia condition. Second, we have soy oligo. Soy oligo is a functional peptide. It's a very short chain of protein from the soya. It's a very good antioxidant, anti-hypertensive, and anti-fatigue ingredient. Then we have a third ingredient, which is red grape. Red grape is, as we all know, is used for anti-aging, rich in nutrient, and it help our body lose weight. So further up, we got this peppermint powder. Peppermint help us to anti-inflammations also, promote digestion, and help us reduce the irritable bowel syndrome. Then the last one, we have this AFA. This is founded in Africa, okay, and it's very rich in balanced nutrient, which is vitamin, minerals, and fatty acid. Okay, then the next slide. This product target for patients who decrease in immunity, patient who got a HIV, hypertension, kidney stone, uric acid, have a historical for stroke, easily fatigue, diabetic, and smoker, alcoholic, or those who suffer from insomnia. So how we take it is every day just direct consume, pour out directly into our under the tongue, and then slowly let it dissolve. After that, we can drink some water to help to digest lah. Then next slide is our okay. Next slide we have our testimonial. This one they use as a mask. Okay, we just take the product and then mix with some water. After that, can just put on our face. After 15 to 20 minutes, you will notice the face is brightened. It's more hydrating, anti-aging. The wrinkle is lost, and the pore will get minimized. Lifting effect, firming, and brightening. Okay, so you can see left is before and right is left is after, right is before. Okay, then the next we got a patient from Singapore. He's 44 years old, and he's alcohol addicted. As you can see, his body have a very serious diabetes problem, and nobody take care for him. So after he consumed the Mighty M, the wound healing process is very fast. You can see it heal the wound and close up very fast. After that, we have another patient who he's suffering from diabetes, and he have a high blood pressure, high cholesterol as well, and heart problem also. So after he take the product for 3 months, 3 weeks, and then you can see the problem got better. After that, next slide, we have another testimonial that he have to okay, he have to undergo a surgery. After that, he take the product. Also, we can see the very effective wound healing process lah. And then the next one is just from just now, the Mr. Raja, 44 years old. Okay, then the next one, we have our second product, which is Mighty S. Mighty S is a product that help us to detoxify. After detoxify, we can see our tummy will get slimmer, and the skin will get beautified, white, and also reduce the wrinkle. So okay, then we can go to the next slide. We focus on our 6 ingredients, which is African mango, multisol, passion fruits, fiber gum. Fiber gum is a branded ingredient which are made from acacia tree, and then hawthorn berry and moringa. So as we can combine these all ingredients, it gives our health benefit, which is reduce our intestinal problems and intestinal disorder, improve our bowel movement, and to relieve the constipation, detoxify, and reduce the fat absorption. After that, we will go to notice that our skin will get better, reduce the wrinkle, anti-aging, and the skin will get more hydrating and moisture. So, okay, next slide. Who need it? We aim for people who have constipation, fast, and some people trying to fasting and undergo detoxifying. Some people that have poor digestion functions, water retention, and they want to get slim. Some they have obese, very hard to digest, have digestion problem. After that, how to consume? Okay, this one multi-S is very easy to consume. We just take one candy. It's in a candy form before our bedtime, and we drink a lot of water, about 2 liters per day. Then the next one, we can see some testimonial. The most easy that for us to notify is you can see their tummy is get flattened. So can see the man also try our product for 21 days, and then the tummy really gets slimmer. Then the next one, the next slide, yeah, they have a test for 20 days. You can see they lost 4.3 kilo before and after. Also, the most easy to notify is the tummy got flattened. And then Singaporean, they managed to lose 1.5 kilo, which and 1 inch of the circumference around the waist lah. And then the next one also, next slide. She got 3 kilo. She lost 3 kilo for 18 days. Okay, the tummy also get slimmer. Then the last one, she took Mighty S and Mighty M together. So the swollen face problem got lost because sometimes she got the edema, which the water retentions stuck on the face. So this product helped her to get rid of the edema. Okay, then the next slide. By combining these two products together in 31 days, for the first stage, we can notice that our body will got detoxified. We will go to toilet more often, and it will resolve the stubborn stool, which relieve the constipation. Okay, after the first 9 days, we will go to the second stage, which stimulate our collagen and fibroblast production. The skin will get smoother, and you will start to feel the wrinkle get less and feel body more energetic. Then the third stage, the skin will start to repair and replenish, repair the damaged cell, soft skin allergic, the pore will get smaller, and the skin blemish will get lesser, and you can notice that the skin will get lightened. So the fourth stage is 29 day to the 31st day. The cholesterol level and the blood pressure will back to normal, and the skin elasticity and the skin will feel more tender and delay the aging, reduce the body and visceral fat. The tummy will get flattened and you will feel more energetic. So then we got the third product. The third product, next slide. The product we have Majestic Alive is a cosmetic product, which is a mask. Inside a mask, inside this bottle, we have one piece of silk mask with a lot of serum. It's formulated from the Korea and is intensive moisturizing mask, and it gives us visibly brighten effect after we use. So next. The mask is different from the market is because we use this silk mask, which is 100% made by 100% silk, and the silk is very near to our humans' skins, which will less irritate our skin, which is more natural. And then the next slide. The benefit for using this silk mask is because it can form a breathable film over our skin, and then it can cover all our corner, the face corner, and evenly moisturize our face. Okay, then next we have the ingredients. The first ingredient in the mask is sodium hyaluronate. It's a very expensive ingredient that boosts our body, boosts our face, our skin moisture. Next, we have pearl. The pearl helps us to brightening and whitening our face. After that, we have coral algae, which is rich in mineral and collagen. It helps to and act as an antioxidant. Yeah. Then the next.
Jake,
We have,
we
yeah.
got a little bit of time, another 2 more minutes, then we can go for Q&A.
Yeah, we have 2 more slides only. Yeah. The fourth ingredient is the oak canal. It can revitalize our skin, renew the skin texture, and remove the free radical. Then the last two is the aloe vera and Tasmania lexilata, which is a very good moisturizing ingredient. Then next, our product all have undergo the halal, the KKM, and the MPRA, which is under the safe to consume. Then next, the product got an award since 2011 until 2019, and this all is the award throughout the year. Yeah. So that's all for my presentations. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you very much, Jake. It's a very interesting product, and of course, with all the bombastic word, it's very hard to go inside. But we all know all these products are very good, and